It's a 73-47 victory for Felicia Leggett Jack's Buffalo Bulls as they continue to play dominating defense. And I know nothing, Felicia, makes you happier than dominating defense, and in particular 17 steals in this game today.
Well, you know, it's a team sport. I thought we started off really slow today, and we just kept trying to get different energy out there. And, you know, one thing about us, we're a team. And everybody that come in have an opportunity to help. And what we had was, you know, Marissa showed up today, you know, and it's just a different group every single time. That's one thing I love about these 14 young ladies. It could be anybody.
Yeah, a statistic like steals is always indicative of hustle, right? And effort and drive to play good defense. Is that what makes you the happiest sometimes?
Absolutely. You know, Catherine is the one that, you know, is like the one that brings her lunchbox. She was flirting with a triple-double today. I just loved her energy. She doesn't care what she needs to do. She just wants to do anything to help. And then we add Stephanie back to the equation real soon. I think that we're going to be a pretty special team.
Yeah, and another statistic in this game that was indicative of the hustle and effort by your team was offensive rebounds, with 22 of them, I believe, today.
Well, this kid to my left is pretty special. When she plays like that and plays free and fly around the gym, and now she's hitting that outside shot, we told her, we don't need you to make it, we just want you to take it. And so now she's taking that outside shot, and then she's going to follow her shot. And I like 22 assists to 28 makes. I think that's a sign of a team that's trying to get better.
Yeah, and we're watching your team pull some rebounds down here, particularly the offensive rebounds. You know, again, it's a hustle statistic, but it's so important when you get those second chances, because there was one point where it seemed like the ball was on this end of the court about 3 or 4 minutes.
I love it. You know, we were teasing with CD, you know, that famous pass she makes all the time. I said, what time? Oh, this is the time you came to play. And, you know, one thing I like about these young ladies, I can talk with them, I can laugh with them, but they understand. We're not talking bad about them. We're just having a lot of fun. And before I get going, I just think that everybody that knows the word of prayer, Sharon Sanford is struggling right now. She's in my heart, and she's really is fighting a big fight right now. And I just think that if we all can just keep her in mind right now and really keep her in our prayer, I know that we can beat this thing. Sharon Sanford, this one's for you.
Okay, well, and we certainly will pass along our best wishes. Felicia, thank you for the time. As always, another big win for the Bulls here at Alumni Arena. And you were mentioned not by name, Summer Hemphill, but by effort, and the highlights showed the kind of effort and intensity you played with. What is it that you like most about playing against these local Western New York teams?
It's just the day that comes. Not really anything particular.
Right. Last year, 13 points, 14 rebounds against Canisius. Tonight, 14 and 6. Maybe it's just nothing gets you more fired up about playing against some people that you know like that?
I enjoy it, definitely. And I played against my high school teammate, India. So that was a good experience, being able to play against one of my teammates from high school, seeing how we come along in college and stuff.
Can you talk a little bit about what we discussed with Coach, the effort that your team shows on a nightly basis in hustling for offensive rebounds and steals and moving the ball around with assists? Everybody seems to be buying into that effort part of this game.
Yeah, everybody just knows that it takes a team player to get everybody involved, and we just want the team to succeed as a whole. It doesn't really matter about individual stats and everything. We just want the success as a team.
You've started the last couple of games now, Summer. Does it make any difference to you whether you're coming off the bench or whether you get a chance to be out there with the starters?
I take anything Coach Jack throws at me, as long as I'm on the floor enjoying being able to play basketball with my team.
All right, that's our player of the game, Buffalo native Summer Hemphill. Congratulations on another outstanding effort. Summer Hemphill always answers the call, Amy, in these games against the Western New York teams. It's got to get a player a little more fired up, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you get it every year, and it's Big Four, so you get 3 Big Four games every year. Pretty fun for Summer Hemphill.
Just summarize what we saw on the effort front, on the defensive front. Yet another game held with an opponent under 60 points. We see it on a nightly basis, but it's a big reason why the Bulls win.
And there's consistency. 6 Bulls today had at least 2 steals. And so offensively, when your shots aren't falling or things aren't clicking, you have to go back to what your core is, and it's the hustle, and it's the defense, and it's 25 points on the offensive rebounds from 9 different players. So again, it's just, that's 1/3 of their points. Hey, your shot is not going to fall every night, but what are we really good at and what can we control? And that's the hustle.
And I think the one player that epitomizes that more than any is Catherine Upps. And as Coach mentioned, she almost had a triple-double.
She's missed consistency, and she puts her hard hat on and she goes to work, and she really thrives, and she wants to make the tough plays, and she doesn't need to hit all the shots and do all the things that are going to get all the credit. But what's most important to Catherine Upps is the end result, which is another W.
Yeah, and with the possibility of getting their point guard Stephanie Reed back for their next game, it's going to be a very dangerous team. We won't see the Bulls here at home for a couple of weeks, but we'll see them when it matters the most, when the Mid-American Conference schedule starts.
Yeah, it can't come soon enough. I don't really care about Christmas or New Year's. I want Mid-American Conference to start.
Well,
Let's go.
There you go. That means I'm off the hook on a Christmas gift for you then, right?
You're good, Paul.
All right, well, there we go. It's been another big win for the Buffalo Bulls, 73-47. We'll talk to you next from here at Alumni Arena on Saturday when the men take on Central Penn at 2. Thanks for watching tonight. This has been a production of the Mid-American Conference and ESPN.